Hey guys, it's Car Guy 11. Sorry, my mic had an issue. The Ford Bronco is one of the most talked about vehicles of the year, and today we're going to look at this awesome, classic, 30-year-old example, a 1990 full-size Bronco, and see how it compares to the 2021. Inside the 1990 Bronco, and if you guys remember Mark, we filmed the Dodge Viper video, which was a really cool vehicle. This is his parents though, right? So yep. Pretty cool. First thing I noticed is how much space you have in here. It's basically like an F-150, width. At the, the size at the time, those pickups, weren't as big as today, but they were still pretty wide and big. And this is the 4th gen Bronco, so pretty much this was the way it was besides for the 1st gen, and now with the 2021, it's kind of a in between. I think the 2021 is probably a little smaller than this, but a little bigger than the 60s 1st gen. So we'll start it up. Oh wow, you gotta really spin that key. Not used to that. You hear the V8. This is a 5-liter fuel injected V8.
And if you want to put the rear window up, it's
okay. Yeah, power rear window
with defrost built in.
Cool. And then power windows as well. Switches on the side here.
Power locks too.
Yeah, this is an automatic. I think a manual was still available back then.
Yeah, you could get it, but the only engine that you can get a manual with was the straight six, the 300 straight six.
And I think there was a bigger V8 option as well.
Yeah, the 351 Windsor, which was a 5.8 liter.
This is an XLT. And it's cool, we have the window sticker as well, so we can I see the options, which really aren't too many options, but the V8 was one of them, the 5.0. The two-tone color on this vehicle was an option. Another interesting one, this is a 4-wheel drive. It has the manual locking hubs, which actually was an option. As far as the 4-wheel drive system, you do have a 4-high and 4-low manual shift lever on the floor. Good old traditional, no electronics there.
I remember as a kid when it would snow. We really didn't drive this Bronco much in the wintertime, but the other Bronco also has manual locking hubs, so we'd be going somewhere, my dad would be like, all right, get out. Had to go up, crank the hubs, lock them, and
the tires are 235 tires, which is, small in today's world of huge SUVs, but they're the original tire size. Wow, the steering is real.
I was gonna say,
ponderous.
it's I think the short wheelbase definitely doesn't help.
Is this independent rear front suspension? Do you know?
It's a so it's got that. It's got that. I want to say it's got the I-beam.
Oh right.
That I-beam setup that Ford had.
Okay.
I know my F-150. I had a 90 F-150 that had it, so I think they pretty much carried that over to this.
Yeah, solid rear axle for sure, though. You got some torque. This is.
It moves.
Yeah, 185 horsepower. I think it was 225 pound-feet of torque. 4-speed automatic.
With overdrive.
But yeah, you got plenty of room in the second row. There's only a second row, but there's plenty of cargo room out back. It's like a truck, basically. Like a pickup truck.
I mean, this shared a lot of the same components inside here. Were the exact same as the F-150 of the same year. Once again, I had an identical matching inside and out F-150. It was a 90, and it had the bench seat, but other than that, all the dash was the same. Even the the pattern on the seats, everything was the same. I believe you could still get a full bench seat in the front of a Bronco in 1990. I know in years prior that was an option, but they had so many seat options in these things where you could get low back buckets. I don't know if these are considered high. Yeah, I'm not sure if these are considered like the high back buckets. But yeah, there were so many seat options. It was cool how this truck was still part of that era where you could sit down and check boxes. Like, I want this, but I don't want this.
Yeah. You do have a nice big center console here. It does have air conditioning and the original stereo.
Yeah, AM/FM cassette.
Nice. And this example has 87,000 miles on it. So, and interesting enough, it's used on movie sets, right?
Yep. So in recent times, Pittsburgh has kind of become a hub for filming movies, TV shows. This particular Bronco is seen in a few different episodes of Manhunt Deadly Games, which is on Netflix right now. This Bronco and my dad's Bronco were both used on a show they were filming back in January called Archive 81. And currently my mom is using this Bronco on the set of Rust, which I believe will be coming out on Netflix.
It's interesting you can use these older vehicles for stuff like that. So it's kind of adds to its value if you own one.
Yeah, because they used my vehicles in the past, and they treat me very well. I get compensated fairly for what they need the vehicles for.
And the values of these are going up, especially with the new one coming on.
The Bronco, especially in the early 90s, was very, very well known because of O.J. Simpson.
Yeah. So you could take the rear off still on these, right?
The top on this one, to my knowledge, has never been off. We did purchase this from the original owner, like I said, about 12 years ago. Well, my parents did, and we've never actually taken the top off.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is removing the top on one of these. It doesn't leak right now. Why pull the top off? Because you get seals and stuff, especially when they're 30 some years old.
Now the new one has a soft top option. A soft top was never an option on these, I don't believe.
No, aftermarket companies did make a soft top.
The new one's nice because you can separate out like the front portion or the rear portion, so you don't have to take the whole top off. And of course, it's going to be a lot easier.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely a wide vehicle on the street as well. You can tell, you're using up the whole width of the lane pretty much. And it's a floaty ride, of course. But yeah, people used to use this for towing and just like, the expeditions and everything. And of course, this was replaced by the Expedition.
Yep.
97, so.
It was actually displayed out at the Ford Nationals out in Carlisle last year.
Okay.
They kind of rotate between this one and the other Bronco. They'll take a different one each year.
Oh, and they have what, an 84?
84, yeah. Okay. It's two-tone blue. That one, my dad bought brand new in 1984.
Oh, wow. All right, Mark. Thanks a lot for this awesome little drive and the piece of American history. We'll have to do it again. You keep getting different vehicles.
There's always something new.
Always something new, so it's awesome. All right, guys, let me know what you think of this 30-year-old Bronco in the comments below. And do you have a new one on order? We should be seeing those pretty soon here. Any day now, actually. I know they're in production, so. All right, guys, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next video.